Hello, my name is The Sims Real Estate, aka Anaya, and today I have a property that is available to tour. We will be touring my Sims version of Eddie Diaz's house from the show 911. Um, you guys see a theme here? No, I'm kidding. I already told you that I like to build houses from TV shows and put them into The Sims. 911 is also one of my favorite shows. Hello, this is editing me. I'm just gonna let you know it is still May 15th. The season finale just aired. I didn't watch it, but I watched someone's live stream reaction to it, and it was disappointing in my opinion. So I don't know if I can have the title as a fan of the show, but I just know I have seen the show. I have watched it. I wouldn't say a fan right now. I'm actually not happy with what's happening. 911 is one of my favorite shows. We can obviously see a theme here that I like to put builds from TV shows into The Sims. Um, I hesitate to say favorite show, to be honest with you, because I am currently beefing with 911. Alright. Okay. I'm recording this on Thursday, May 15th. I think today is the day that the series finale, not series, season finale airs. Um, so that's it's kind of crazy. I will be posting this after whatever happens tonight with that show happens. But I don't care because I love this build so much. And even though I am not happy with some of the events of this season, I love the character Eddie in the show so much that I was like, I'm gonna build his house. It seemed easy enough. It wasn't. It was low key a challenge. It was really challenging to do his house for technical reasons, such as building things in The Sims doesn't always easily translate from real life rather. Let's get into this tour. So we are looking at the outside of Eddie's house currently. It is located in Delso Valley, in the lot inner circle. It is up for, I believe, 37,000 simoleons. So not that pricey, but not that cheap either. When you have a starter sim when you open any new save file or you have a new sim and place them onto a lot, if it's only one sim, they generate naturally with 20,000 simoleons. So it's a little bit above that. But it's not that bad. With that out of the way, let's get into this tour. Um, we have obviously the house right here. We have some nice landscaping. You can see Eddie's truck is placed by the garage back here. I'm gonna have a picture somewhere on the screen of what the actual house looks like if I can find one. And by that I mean, when I was building this, it was so incredibly hard for me to find what it looks like on the exterior. Sorry, guys, I got distracted. But I do not know what I was saying. What I think I was saying is that it took me so long to find any reference for the outside of this house. So I had to go into like Hulu, load up an episode, and zoom and like see what I could find. Um, let's just say it was challenging. There were a few images that were helpful in Google. I'll put what I can find, but if it's not 100% accurate, that's probably why. But it is as close as I could get it right now. So just have that in mind. So this is the front porch. This is probably one of the hardest parts for me that I built because I use these like custom content fences. Ignore the clipping, okay? Thank you. Because his porch has like these arched things you'll see in a picture. Um, but it's kind of hard to do like arched walls in The Sims when you can't physically do that. So I had to get very creative. Outside, we just have a little table with a plant, his front door. And if you are a fan of the show, I put boxes out here as a reference to one of the episodes from season 4, I believe. Eddie Diaz is a technophobe, but his son Christopher and his best friend Buck, they bought him this like high tech coffee maker, and it was like stalking him the whole episode. It was a whole gag out of it, but at the end of the episode, a box for it shows up outside of his door, and I just thought it would be funny to put some boxes. Obviously, I hope that read. That's just boxes outside of his front door, and now we're coming through the front door into the iconic living room. It's a little bit of my own interpretation because of Sims layout, of course, and I promise you this show is famous for, uh, what are they called? This show is famous for, like, forgetting how the interior of someone's house will look like. Like, I've seen stills of rugs changing, layouts changing. I swear there used to be, like, a archway entrance to Eddie's house at one point at the show. So I kinda had to just pick one design and go with it and then make some alterations. So that's kinda what I did. If you're seeing pictures and photo frames, I same as my Supernatural video, I do have some of the Sims from the show living here just for realism. I wanted to add some pictures in because his home in particular has a lot of like home photos on the wall. There are some empty frames you'll see, but there are some frames that have pictures of Sims within the frame. But that's not really important. So in his living room, he has this like leg armchair thingy, lounge chair. I got it. He has this lounge chair and then this nightstand, not nightstand, end table. I added that flower pot rack thing back there for my own added detail, but it's normally an empty corner, I think. But I just wanted to add something right there. There's nothing usually right on this wall, and I realized that after building it, but I didn't care because I wanted something to fill the space, so I added this shelf unit here. Um, we have his front door. Back here, he has a picture of, like, Texas, but we don't I don't have that in The Sims, so I just used this picture of what looks like liquor. So and it has red, so Texas. And then we also have, like, a little table or end table back here with just a record player, some decoration, and lights. I added this chessboard because this isn't in an empty frame, ignore the frame, but in the show, Chris is actually in the last this recent season, he's picked up the hobby of playing chess, and so I was like, "I'm gonna add a chess table, as an homage to that." But, yeah. And then, of course, we have the iconic blue couch. If you are a fan of this show and if you're a fan of Buddy, if you will, you'll know couch theory. I had to include the blue couch. I'm not gonna explain that because I don't even really know it that well, but I had to include the blue couch, guys. And yeah, I just really love how the decor of this home came out really homey and lived in. Like, look at this coffee table. I didn't all I did was add the plant, but it has like board games in the drawers and notebooks and like a cover. I added some pillows in the corner over there. This fireplace is workable, like usable by the way, and Eddie has a TV in the corner of his house instead of over the mantle. Um, so yeah, he also has this like really random red armchair in the corner by the TV, but I added that too. You can definitely tell a man lives here. That's all I'll say. So yeah, we're gonna take this huge archway into the dining room. Eddie's dining room is so basically decorated. Um, I should also preface this is Eddie's house decorated as Eddie's house, not Eddie's house decorated as when Buck moved into his house in the mid season of season 8. So this is like Eddie's furniture, not Buck's furniture. If you are into the show and watching it currently. But yeah, this is just a little bit of the dining room. He has this round table and this mirror on the wall, and then like a table back here with a lamp. I added this chair because I just wanted to add a chair. And of course, we have some empty picture frames. So if your Sims were to live in this house, you can add your family photos all around the wall, which is a really nice touch. Oh, and then he just has this picture back here and a standing lamp. But yeah, nothing crazy, nothing crazy. Now we're about to go into my favorite room of this house, and this is the kitchen. There are so many scenes in this kitchen, guys. So many scenes in this kitchen. Um, so I kind of really had fun decorating, making it cluttered, making it lived in, trying to make it as accurate as I possibly could. This is sort of the layout of his kitchen. He has this little desk, desk table. He has this little desk in this corner tucked in by the windows, as well as like a little side table. I added some more packages, and that door will lead us to the backyard. And here's just the utility room. I'm not gonna go in there because it's quite literally just a water heater. And in this corner, I've added a pantry and a dog bowl. Um, I don't know why there's a dog bowl. Eddie doesn't have a dog, Buck doesn't have a dog, and I don't even think the Sims I have in this household have a dog. I was just doing my own things apparently. But yes, my you may be wondering why this is my favorite room in the house. On top of besides the clutter that I added, I also really, really enjoyed how I would stack these 2 ovens, and actually the one on the bottom is completely functional. So, you can use this oven down here. This one isn't, but because of this, like I think I ended up raising up the oven and it just stayed. It didn't like red out, like it let me place it. And I thought that was really cool. And oh, we also have this like cork board back here with just some family calendars, some paintings I imagine Chris drew as a kid, and just some bills and things, and a coffee maker because they are coffee addicts. But yes, that is this is the kitchen. I really like it. I really like how it turned out. But yeah, this is the house. We can take this door out to the backyard really quickly, even though there's quite literally nothing out here. And that's just because in the show, I don't think we've ever had a scene in Eddie's backyard. So I just know it's here. So I just added some more landscaping. As you can see, the neighboring lots in Delso Valley, most of these aren't even accessible. Come through back through this kitchen and through this hallway. And we're before we go in this corner, we're gonna go this way. I had to make the decision in my head. This is the laundry utility room, so it's just laundry in this room. And then we have this long hallway. There's a shelf unit here. This archway that brings us right back to in front of Chris's room. This one is probably the most inaccurate in terms of furnishing, but it gets the essence of Chris's room from the show. So forgive me for that. But I also just wanted to make it really fun kid. Oh, okay. Well, I just wanted to make a really fun kids room. I added some toy bags here because Chris is absolutely spoiled. If not by Eddie, by Buck. Buck is always getting him. Like I picture in my head, Buck is always like getting him things, making sure he's like taken care of. They're like low key a little family unit, with the three of them. Within the show. We just have a kid's toy box over here, just a mirror, another shelving unit, and then Chris's bed, a little side table on the side of Chris's bed, a dog bed. Maybe I plan to have a dog with this household. There is no dog, but there's a dog bed. We have this cute little kids hanging light, and then over here we have Chris's desk. He's a gamer, and then I just have a bookshelf, a Halloween like candy pail thingy, and then a chair. And yeah, this is just kind of it's just a kid's room, but it's really cute and colorful. And in here is his walk-in closet kind of area. He just has a hamper right here. The lights are off for some reason. I don't know why, but the lights are off, and just some clothes and a suitcase. And that is Chris's room. So we're gonna take the door out of Chris's room and back into the hallway, make a sharp right. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. We're gonna take this right, and then we're gonna take another right into the only bathroom in the house. This room was also kind of hard to transfer into The Sims just because I've only seen the bathroom once, and that was from the first episode Eddie was introduced, and that was in season 2. And I kinda just did my own creative liberties with it, I'm not gonna lie. I used reference pictures, but I kinda strayed away from that a bit. So we just have some family portraits, some more family but if you wanna add some family pics, add them in your bathroom, you know what I mean? We just have yeah. So there's a double vanity and then this open mirror, blow dryer, just some cool decor. Um We have the toilet on that wall, as well as another shelving unit right here, and in here's just the shower room. It's just a room with the shower head, and that's kinda what it looked like on the photo I saw of the layout of the house, so I wanted to try to incorporate that as the best I could into the set. Oh, and then this corner, we just have another hamper. But it's just a basic bathroom, really cute, really simple. And the last room in the house is Eddie's bedroom. You may be wondering why is it so uncharacteristically decorated compared to like Chris's room? Eddie doesn't have any decorations in his room. It's the most boring room in the house. So any decorations you see, I probably just added because I was like, okay, I can't just do bare walls. But yes, he has a blue bedspread, nothing above his bed, 2 side tables, and a lamp. One is on, one is off for some reason. We have some curtains, And then over here, we just have a chair and a dresser and a mirror situation. I added the chair, I believe, but I did my own creative liberties. I just wanted to. And then here we have, just like in Chris's room, we have a closet. His is a little bit bigger. We have the shelving unit with his clothes, suitcase, a mirror over here, and then another hamper. Well, that completes the tour of this property that I have for sale. It, like I mentioned, it comes in around 37,000 simoleons, which isn't that bad in The Sims, and it comes fully furnished. I can upload it to the gallery, even though it is heavily, heavily modded. And because I use so many mods, I just don't have a way of like linking which ones, or like even like figuring which like CC I used in this build. I also built it a while ago, so I also don't remember. But I'll put it on the gallery in case anyone who plays Sims wants this build. But if you came just to listen to me tour this build, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Um, I hope you guys enjoy this short little video. I don't know how long it's gonna be, but yeah. I hope I was able to sell you this property. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.